Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast.
How's it going, y'all?
Hope y'all are doing great. Hope you're getting ready for Christmas.
Yeah, exciting. I mean, holidays are afoot, so you're either excited or you are stressed
Depressed.
or depressed. Perhaps maybe your water meter broke. And
Well, that's me. Yeah, I haven't had yeah. The joys of being a homeowner. It sucks.
yeah,
I'm a little stressed out right now, but that doesn't matter because we have a lot to talk about.
it's too much news to be stressed, dude.
Yeah, we got a Climo maybe signing for $200K.
It's pretty good.
Ratings update with the Robinson Bros coming at the same rating, which is cool. And then the Kiefers, Kevin and Stacy, kind of bowing out for the tour season next year, 2025. Zen rewards. If you you can get a basket, a Franklin basket with Zen rewards.
That's pretty much it.
That's great. I mean, I would trade my lip for a basket any day.
Yeah, I actually even did. You want to keep going or?
No, yeah, we'll jump right into Zen
we'll
rewards.
go
'Cause I don't
straight-
know anything about this. I want to
Okay.
hear about it.
Oh yeah, I just saw.
Let me throw a pillow in while we're talking about this, because the brand I use, you're not getting a free basket out of it, and that's depressing.
That's true. You use On.
Well, we're not gonna plug nobody for free.
Yeah, not for free. Not till they
No.
sponsor us.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I saw where Zen. Somebody posted on like disc golf discussion where Zen. I think they're doing like the rewards points where X amount of rewards will get you a Franklin portable basket. Franklin
Why
brand.
Franklin?
I don't know, but it's like I wrote it down. It's like, or maybe I'll take a picture.
I've seen them. They don't look awful. I mean, they really don't look awful.
4,050 points.
Golly.
I did the math. It's about 270 cans
That's
of Zen.
No shit, really?
Yeah.
That's 270 cans or 3 cases of cancer.
Yes. About 270 cans will get you a Franklin basket.
How much does the Franklin basket cost?
I don't know.
Can't be 270 cans worth.
So apparently, yeah,
There's no
$1,000. I don't know.
It can't be 270 cans worth, dude.
No, I doubt it.
But I mean, if you're gonna do them anyway, you might as well get a Franklin basket out of it.
that's true. It's just like a perk of doing it.
Yeah,
I wish they could have went with a cooler company, but there you go.
yeah. I wish On would do it. I'd have a Franklin basket.
Yeah. Well, maybe if you were a little bit less frugal,
Yeah.
you got to spend the big bucks, buddy.
He said, damn, I didn't know. That's why
Yeah.
you got it on there.
Yeah.
Big dog in me.
Big dog. It's true. But,
Okay. Ken Clo, we talked about this 2 episodes now, where we talked about it, and then we spoke to Zach Melton about it. But I guess I was completely wrong. Reports are that Ken Clo is signing for $200K a year with
Yeah.
Discraft.
yes, supposedly.
That's a wild
I
amount.
don't understand how this news is out here and sold as like an absolute, even though Discraft has denied it or won't make a comment.
They won't confirm it.
They won't
Yeah.
confirm it, and Ken Climo won't confirm it.
Because, well, I mean, they want it to be out there, right? I mean, that's a smacking in of his face. Like,
Yeah.
look what we're doing to your champ. We're just, we just took your champ and we're paying him more than you ever have.
Yeah.
But I don't see how it's going to work. The reports are there might be a collab between him and Paul, which, like I said, we're going to end up repeating ourselves a lot from the last couple episodes, but the first drop, they're going to sell out. And maybe they can profit $200,000 off the first. I hope if they just make the shit out of it,
Yeah.
like just produce the shit out of that first run, because they will sell out. They'll sell as many as they make, I believe.
Yeah.
And then if they can profit the $200 that they're paying him, maybe then anything after that is profit on their end. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Or not if they can recoup the $200K they're paying him, then anything after that will be profit on their end. But I just don't see.
You just don't see him making a bunch of
I don't
money
see him
off
being
of
a big plastic mover.
Yeah.
But I mean,
started-
maybe I'm wrong, man.
I agreed with you initially, and when I first heard the news, we both had the same reaction. We're like, okay, maybe this will. Who's gonna want him?
$200K?
Before we even found out he was going to Discraft, we're like, I mean, who's gonna buy his plastic? Yeah. But when the news came out at first, we both kind of had the same reaction that he was. It was like, who cares? Who wants him? Like before we even found out he was going to Discraft. But the more I started thinking about it, I'm like, I mean, I could see it making sense, kind of. Like I'm definitely gonna buy his first run.
I am too.
I mean, if it's a disc that I throw for sure, and if it's a cool stamp, like, I'm a big stamp lover. Sometimes I just buy it for the stamp and the color. But I'll definitely buy the first one. But yeah, I still don't see them making a ton of money.
Yeah, I just whenever they drop the first ones, and if they're smart, they'll maybe drop a couple molds, 2, 3 molds,
Yeah,
and like I said, make the fuck out of them,
yeah,
and that way they don't sell out and they don't have to relist them. Just like make enough where you can recoup that 200K, and then anything after that, any runs after that would be profit. And I'm happy for Climo. I mean, I guess if anyone deserves it, it's just weird that all these manufacturers are literally cutting the heads off of some of these pros right now, like cutting their contracts in half and telling them pretty much. Well, let me say, how should I say this? Um, Supposedly, some of these players are getting their contracts pretty much cut in half and told, well, if you don't like it, you can go somewhere else.
right.
And then the other manufacturers aren't doing it because they're trying to cut. It's just, I mean, I'm not saying they're being held hostage, but there's really nowhere else for them to go. And then Discraft's ponying up 200K
Yeah,
a year for Climo. It's just weird
yeah, that is weird. It seems like why spend the money?
on somebody that hasn't even been in disc golf in
Sure.
forever.
Sure.
And I know he's a legend. I'm not
Yeah.
taking anything from it, and I'm happy for him. I'm glad he's finally getting paid for the work he's put in for the sport. Right? I'm I'm happy for him. But when there's literally touring pros that are getting screwed right now,
Yeah.
and maybe Discraft, I haven't heard about Discraft doing it to anybody.
No.
So it just seems weird that a lot of other companies, HOD, are really making cuts, and Discraft's like, fuck it, we'll pay Ken Clo
Yeah.
200K.
Yeah. We're getting Barry Schultz next.
It's
We want both of them.
It's just wild, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, I'm not a businessman.
Yeah,
Hell, I'm
suppose
not even a good podcaster. Like, you know what I mean?
If you
What
listen,
the hell do I know?
if you listen to the disc golf world, like you've been watching their daily drops that they've been putting out, which by the way, hats off to those fellas,
they're
killing
great.
it. But if you watch that, you feel like the fucking disc golf world is on fire.
Yeah, it really is.
You're like, oh my god, no one's gonna tour next year. We're all gonna like,
It's
disc
over.
golf is over.
It's over.
We're calling off disc golf. But yeah, then here comes disc golf. Like, yeah, fuck it, we got the money.
We're fine.
Yeah, we got the money. We'll spend it.
Yeah,
So
it's wild.
very interesting. We'll see what comes of it though. The Kiefers though, in other news,
Yeah.
Kiefers
On the
leaving
bad side.
on the bad
yeah.
side of that coin. There you go. Stacy Kiefer and who's the other Kiefer?
Kevin Kiefer.
Kevin Kiefer.
Yeah.
Gone. I mean, so you can
Well, he sounded like he might be coming back. Like he's like, I'm stepping away.
Yeah.
You know, the way I read it, he might be coming back. I've heard nothing but good things about both of these people, and it sucks. I've kind of followed Stacy since she was Hess, just because she threw for MVP, and for some reason, I think I picked her up on my fantasy team a few years ago, and so I've kind of followed her. And I'll tell you, I've heard nothing but good things about Kevin Kiefer. Like I've heard he's just a nice, great guy, cool guy, and it sucks for him, you know. And but that's a casualty of the market right now.
that's two down.
There's going to be way more from
Yeah.
what people that we know, people we're talking to. It's not good.
Seeming like some heads are on the chopping blocks.
Yeah.
Or there's at least some people going to be like, I can't swing to afford touring next year.
Yeah, everything
be the
costs
big
a
thing.
lot, and they're wanting to cut pay, and I don't think the other companies are going to be stepping up. Besides Discraft, I don't know if anybody's going to be stepping up and paying what they had been paying. You know,
Right, right.
Is it a cut? Is it a cut or is it a correction? Right. It might be more of a correction to the market than it is a cut to the market. It seems they maybe got a little bit bigger than what they
Yeah.
they thought they were gonna, the whole COVID shit. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But who knows? I hate it. But then me being completely jaded and just, I don't know, man. Like the world's burning. Poor these players, man. I did the math on some of them, and it's even some of the lower paid ones. Some of these players are not making what you think they are. They are not making anywhere close to what you think they are.
Yeah.
Kind of did a little math though, but with winnings and stuff, I mean, even there's a player that I know that, or I don't know them, but found that they make around 35. That's what they get paid from.
Is
their
this a lower
manufacturer.
level or like mid?
It's a mid and it's a FPO.
Okay.
It's a high to mid FPO player. The
Okay.
manufacturer pays right around 35. I went and did her winnings. Now they do pay. That manufacturer does pay for their entry fees
Yeah.
and their tour card. I went and looked at her winnings. She won, I want to say, like around 13,000 last year. So but I added it up, and it was like 70,000.
Right.
And I know they have to pay for a van and gas, and I know there is bills, right? I understand that. 70,000 to play disc golf is not fucking bad.
It's not the worst, right?
It's not the worst.
It's not. I get that. Now, all the added expenses of living on the road and shit, it's going to be
Is it an added expense if you don't pay rent on a house?
fair.
I
mean, you're constantly eating out.
Are you though? I mean, yeah, most probably are. You're probably right. There is probably, but I think a lot of them try not to. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, they try their best not to, and I think a lot of they have conversions in their van and stuff where they can cook and they keep food. But I would say you're probably correct with the eating out is probably a big cost.
I like this take though because we mostly hear like, man, these players need this poor player, but the idea of like, well, these guys are still touring, doing the thing that they love the most.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know about the lower level. The lower level players are screwed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like they're not making money. They're really roughing it. But it seems, but on the flip side, it's like for like an 18 to 20 something year old,
yeah,
traveling, playing disc golf, making,
you don't have a family.
Yeah,
you don't
making
have kids.
yeah, making okay money isn't the worst. You're right.
It could be worse.
It could be a lot worse.
Like literally, like
You got to win some tournaments though.
Yeah,
You gotta cash. We gotta cash.
You got to cash. You have to cash. If you're not cashing, you're really struggling. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like my plan, like if everything works out right, I can work for another 15 years. Now that'd be me giving the company that we work for service for probably like 27 years.
Courtesy violation enterprises.
Okay, if I'm lucky at 60, I can retire, get a van,
That'd be sick.
travel and play disc golf.
It'd be even cooler.
But of course, I'm not going to cash in pro tournaments. But I can do.
You can have fun.
I can work from home, like work mobily, and be able to pay for my insurance because it doesn't matter how much insurance and shit's expensive when you retire. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I have to work 30 fucking years at a fucking plant, and then my dream,
Your dream
is what they're doing,
Yeah.
and they're making $75,000-$80,000 doing it. Man, it just doesn't seem like there's a lot to fucking bitch about.
Sure, I understand that.
And I am a jaded motherfucker. And then you're gonna hear people say, "Yeah, but DGPT's making a killing." Guess what? The company we work for makes a goddamn killing. That's how fucking shit. Well, that's how life works. If you're not on the top,
you're not gonna get as
making
much
that
as you
much
want.
money. Yes,
Yeah,
I mean, and it's. Yeah, and you're the one that gets shit on, but guess what? That's fucking life. That's the chain of fucking life. Yeah. People,
it's the circle of life.
I mean, it sucks, right?
The company hates you.
And I'm not trying to be like the Debbie Downer, negative Nancy, or
Downy
none of that
Debbie.
shit. But fuck, that's just the way life
It's
is.
true, yeah.
And if you're getting to play disc golf for a fucking living and making $70,000-$80,000. Count your fucking. You're blessed, brother. Because I'm telling you, you can come work in a goddamn factory and have fucking transmission fluid all over you 8 hours a fucking day, and this you've got it made. Don't forget that. If there's any pros out there that's listening, don't forget you've got it fucking made. It's a lot worse.
But also,
it could be a lot worse.
I would like to know how many people are averaging around livable wages that are touring.
Let me say this, okay? If you're from 18 to 25 and you don't have a family, and you have something to fall back on after you're 25, like you have a college education or you have a family business or you have a job lined up that you can go and make decent money. Jobs out there you can start off making without education, right?
Yeah.
But if you're 18 to 25, no family, no kids, really no bills, don't fucking just don't bitch about it, man. You're playing disc golf for a fucking living.
Just go do it.
I don't care unless you're going hungry, right? Man, I've ate ramen noodles for months whenever I was a kid and didn't have any.
Yeah, everyone eats like shit when they're young. You can. That's what you're supposed to do.
I'm talking about struggling where I didn't have no goddamn money, right?
Yeah.
So, and guess what? I wasn't getting to play disc golf for a living. I was still doing goddamn construction.
This is something I hated.
I had a few habits I had to fucking pay for. That was the reason I was always goddamn broke.
Oh, these guys do too, probably.
They might, yeah. But, like, it's just, let's just quit the goddamn fucking disc golf on fire. It's not bad. They don't have it that bad.
Or keep talking about it so we can fucking
so I can just be pissed off about it all
so we can
time.
wonder and talk. I guess so we can talk about it.
Yeah.
But also, people having these issues obviously is how things get fixed and corrected. I think it's obviously it's a good thing. But I know exactly what you're saying. It's like there's all this talk like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? It's like, I don't know, is it really that bad within, especially since we were told by an unknown source about some players' pays, and so
yeah. I mean, there's some bad shit going on, right? Like, and maybe that's it. Like, maybe what disc golf needs is the DGPT needs some goddamn competition. Because if they're not taking care of the players like they need to be, maybe if somebody else did come in,
we need the Saudis to get into disc golf so bad.
That's honestly what we need. We need the live tour of disc golf.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We need somebody to come in and do something completely different. Like do something more on the party end or just something different. And take care of the players. If they take care of the players better than the DGPT does, guess what?
You won't have two Kiefers leaving.
Well, no, you'll have the players will go there.
Yeah,
they'll go to where they're making the better money or they're getting taken care of. And I do find it hard to believe that DGPT is not making enough money where they couldn't take care of the players better, where people wouldn't have to fucking leave.
No, I'll never believe that about really any. I might believe that about PDGA. PDGA, I have like a soft spot. I'm like, those guys probably aren't. They're probably
they make pretty good money too.
Maybe. I don't know. Their website looks like shit. I'm gonna keep saying. I'm gonna say it's always looked like shit. I'm gonna say that they're still not where they could be.
But yeah, it's just, I think that's a good idea, and maybe there's word that there might be a new tour popping up that maybe I've heard once or twice. Maybe met a guy one time.
Yeah.
But we'll see about that.
We'll see. To move on, Dana Visic leaves Discmania.
Yeah, that's crazy. He's been there forever.
Yes,
he started from the bottom.
Now he's gone.
Now he's gone.
He left.
Now he's over there.
Now he's
But he said he's taking some time off, completely.
Yes.
But he was gonna be back in the disc golf world, so he's not just jetting off and going to do plumbing.
Yeah, could just be.
Plumbing's in my brain right now.
I know, dude. It's on your brain heavy.
I just want water at my house. It's fucking sucks.
He hasn't showered in a week.
No, that's not true. Yeah. But
your wife's been pouring pictures of water, tea jugs of water on you.
We got one of the big old fucking tubs in the middle of the kitchen, with like a, what I'm talking about, like the old days where they used to heat the water and pour it in the tub.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we've been doing.
Really?
Yeah.
Been in there?
Yeah.
Like the giant metal ones?
Like a cow trough.
Yeah.
But honestly, as big as I am, I do need a cow trough.
You have a woman in a bustier come up and wash you. You're like, oh. All right. So he leaves. There's just more people leaving. What else do we have as far as people leaving?
I wonder what come of that. I think it's just, if I had to guess with the Dana's situation is, he had been, like I said, he'd been with Discmania forever. Maybe he's don't like the way the whole House of Disc thing is just fucking wild, right, man?
Especially since he's leaving Discmania, it makes you wonder, like, is it the House of Disc fire?
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna find out something.
We'll find out something,
dude. No, I mean, it's just like that's a bad situation. I think everybody knew it too. That when it happened, right? Like, It's just that doesn't ever work good for people.
Hold on, what do you mean exactly?
How's it is?
Oh yeah, no shit.
Just
Yeah.
like when a company
yeah, when a
company take over like that and buying up everything, it's just not good.
Yeah, I know.
Like
Big disc off. That's what we said. Yeah.
yeah, I don't see it working out. You know what I mean?
No, especially when you're talking about like you would think those bigger companies would be more apt to not caring about the players as much as like a
Yeah.
smaller business.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Didn't have a lot of hands in a lot of cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
But in other news, Shoestrick promoted to CEO over at Prodigy.
Yeah.
Now,
That's
I
good.
just found out that wasn't CEO of Prodigy. I kind of thought that he was. I don't know. I didn't really know what his title was until recently. And it turns out he was a
Marketing director or something.
sales director.
Sales director. Okay.
Sales director. I mean, he had quite a voice out there. So.
Yeah. Hopefully he can do something. You know, we always talk about like is Prodigy gonna make it. Man, we always because we're so like local.
Yeah.
Like not
Close to home.
Well, it's close to home, but I'm talking about like also United States local, right? Because Prodigy's pretty big in Europe. Like that's where their biggest their market in Europe's way bigger than their market here.
Yeah.
So I
Have
don't
you
think
seen
they
it in Dalton,
struggle.
Georgia, buddy?
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's local. But like, I don't think they struggle as bad as what sometimes I think they are because I don't see a lot of people around, the area.
And let's be real. If you pick up any of their discs, you're going to think it's a shit company.
Yeah, I mean,
Just because of the
PA3s,
flash.
right?
I mean, the disc looks like shit. The
The
discs tend to
flashings,
look
yeah.
like shit because the flashings and I don't know, just the molds
Yeah.
kind of look wonky. I don't like. They're not like smooth. Some discs aren't very smooth. There's like some deviation in the plastic. I don't know.
All right, let me just call Trevor out on this one. He's talking all this shit. He throws an A2 more than any fucking disc in his bag.
I putt with a PA3.
PA3.
Yeah, I sand them all. I have to sand them down every time I get them. I have to fit them to. It's like
I've seen you throw that A2 thousands of times.
yeah,
Speaking of A2s, did you know they're coming out with a soft A2?
yeah, dude. I saw where
Are you-
Isaac Robinson.
Is that something that you're
think-
wanting to do?
No. I like the. I mostly throw premium plastic just because I like them to fly that way
For a while.
for a while.
Yeah.
I don't like that'll beat in a month to something completely different. I don't fucking want
Yeah, I
that. I'll
don't
throw
either.
something completely
I
different.
know. It's weird. That whole, like, yeah, they beat in. They're sweet when they beat in. I don't want it. Like,
What happens when it keeps getting beat in?
yeah, it's not going to fly for long.
Nah, I'll give me the disc that it takes a while.
That's the one thing I do like about the Halo Orbit, fucking all other names of the Halo plastics. Is it seems like they do beat in just a touch and then they stop and stay there for
That's
a
nice.
long time.
Yeah, now I will buy beat in disc like
Oh,
a
yeah.
used frisbee. I'm like, oh, that's a well used T-bird. Yeah, I want that.
Or as Russell Disc Golf,
Yes,
well loved.
well loved.
Well loved. And you can use code CVP20 at WrestleDiscGolf.com for a 20% discount.
It's a good deal, guys.
That's a
Check it
fucking
out.
great deal.
Good plug, dude. Very nice.
Yep.
Now back to Shoestrick, CEO. Do you think this is going to be a net positive
Yes.
for Prodigy?
Yes. I think anytime.
Because this whole time I was just like, man, maybe Shoestrick sucks. And it's like, oh, he doesn't even really. Now he's calling the shots.
No, I think it's a good thing for Prodigy for sure.
Yeah. Be good. We'll see what happens this year.
He's a 2-3-time USDGC winner.
I think
a
2
world
times.
champion. He knows he's been around the
3-time U.S. disc golf
yeah, that's what I
champion.
thought.
I'm sorry.
But like he's been around and he's a player, right? Like I think whenever, especially with something like disc golf, which it's such a community sport and player driven,
Mm-hmm.
not a pro player. I'm talking player driven, right? Like I think it's good to have somebody in there that's been around for a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it's a good thing.
For sure. Absolutely. And if you talk to anybody down in Georgia, they will tell you what Prodigy does and what Shoestrick does for the community down there
Yep.
and how amazing it is.
Yep.
So I don't know. You let the even with like business practices aside, they'll even say that, be like, yeah, I don't know about all that, but like they hook us up down here.
Yeah.
Every school down here has fucking baskets
Yeah,
installed.
and they got some the courses that are getting built around the North Georgia Chattanooga area are great.
Yeah.
We're talking about pro style courses popping up a lot.
Absolutely. Just toss the baskets and do away with the flashing. Robinson, ratings update. How did you do? I honestly didn't check yours.
I stayed the same.
Okay. I ended up going up like 3 or 4.
Yeah. Back over 900.
Back over 900, dude. So I'll go into 2025 as a 900 rated player. That's pretty sick.
That is nice.
Stoked.
I dropped. I'm not as high as I was, but I didn't drop this one. I dropped the last one.
I'm so high.
But yeah, I need to play. Maybe get another rated round in before the year. See if I can't.
Uh-oh.
I think there's got to
some
be
shit coming
There's got to
up.
be some fucking ice bowls.
Oh,
or
yeah.
No wimps, no pussies.
Yeah. No,
Freeze your dick off. It's okay.
Yeah.
So
no women, no dumbasses allowed.
and it's got some cute gnome on it.
Yeah, with a basket on his back. Okay, I guess. Yeah, I'm sure there's a Frost League popping up somewhere.
Frostbite 2.
Yeah, come on down to the Frostbite class and get your ass kicked. 57 holes, 1 round.
No carts, no caddies.
No pussies.
Gotta wear shorts.
Rain or shine, dude. Gotta wear shorts? That's tough.
Just something dumb.
Robinson Brothers, both at 1046.
Crazy. It's
Yeah.
just crazy that they're
That's
both
sick.
rated. Yeah, it's awesome.
Now, will both of them stay at 1046 going into 2025, though? Because, with other ratings
They will till
dropping
next month.
or...
They will till next month.
Sure. Yeah, they will. They will be at least until January.
Yeah.
So until 2025.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Going into 2025,
Amidst
they will
the
be.
season.
Yeah.
February.
No, I'm sure that they'll fluctuate, right? I mean, they're not going to stay the same.
Regardless.
But what a great! I mean, how crazy is it that 2 brothers are rated that high? Like,
Yeah.
is that?
They're rated the
Top
same,
five?
and
Is
only
that-
one of them's a 2-time world champion. The other one hasn't won anything.
That's true.
That's
is
fucking
wild.
nuts.
He's going to though.
Yes.
I think Ezra is, which we know he's going to Discraft, right?
I
And
fucking guess. I
no,
mean, just
he
like
definitely
King
is.
Climo's going to Discraft. They say he is, but no one knows.
Everybody's going to Discraft.
I guess everyone's going to Discraft.
They're the only people. Who
Dana
play.
Vistage is going to Discraft. Shoestrick.
But yeah, I'm usually not a big follower or I don't care like who they play for, but I don't throw much Discraft.
Yeah.
But I want to be an Ezra fan. I think both of them.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd love to have both of them. Just all the time.
At the same time. Yeah. I'd love to play with both of those
Front
guys.
and
Yeah. Have you ever played with the Robinson brothers at the same time?
No, I'm talking about both Ezras.
Oh, both Ezras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's content.
Two different kind of
dude.
Ezras, though.
That's some Discraft content that's waiting to be
Oh, absolutely.
made.
I like that. The
The
Ezra
Ezras.
brothers. Yeah, no shit. They should start even like a YouTube channel.
Easy squared.
Yeah, they could do something cool.
Holler at me. I'll come up with something.
I got you. Alexis Mandujano stays with Discraft, she announced today.
Yeah,
So
that's
there you
good.
go. It's-
I'm glad that she's staying. Like Discraft's gonna. I don't know what Discraft's
no one's
gonna
leaving
do.
Discraft, and they have plenty of money.
They're gonna get everybody. Right?
Speaking of Discraft, Taylor Chosek is touring full time in 2025. She
That's
announced.
good.
So once again, another net positive.
She's like, fuck it. I'm happy with 70,000.
Throwing Discraft.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's Discraft.
She throws Discraft frisbees.
Discraft taking care of people.
I would imagine Taylor Chosek parents have cash. She's college age. She is that age that we were talking about earlier. It's like when you're 18 or 20, go out there and make 10 grand a year and shut your fucking mouth. You're playing disc golf.
You're not working in a fucking factory.
Get over it.
Yeah, so I mean, and also there's a lot of these pros, they're all college educated, so I think a lot of them have something to fall back on. So, all I was trying to say, man, just enjoy it. You know what I mean? And if you don't have anything to fall back on, definitely enjoy it, because I mean that's gonna be the best time of your fucking life, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, shit don't get easier. I
No.
mean, I'm really not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but like, fucking life doesn't get much easier than when you're in your early 20s and don't have a whole lot of bills and you're traveling playing fucking disc golf.
Well, the thing is, too, is think about all the old professional players back when they really didn't make
They
money.
didn't make shit.
They left disc golf to pursue. They had to pursue careers.
Yeah.
They had.
Or they had careers while they were fucking professional disc
Well, yeah.
golf.
King Climo.
Yeah. All of them.
Historically had that. He was a carpenter, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, everyone. Yeah, I don't know. Quit you bitching.
I got
Quit you
stirred up
bitching.
about that, guys.
I
I'm
know.
sorry. I don't mean to be like that. Like, I don't mean to be like that.
I like the opposing.
I just I don't know, and I don't know if it's more of the media that's making it, seem like it's so bad, or if I'm sure the players are pissed too, especially if they're
Well, yeah,
and if it's true that these companies are trying to like pretty much nullify some of their contracts and shit. How is that legal? Like, how is it legal for them to be like, okay, well, this is what you signed, your contract for, but either you're going to take this or we're just going to drop you. Wouldn't they have to pay them like buy the
you
contract
would
out
think, right?
or something? Like
Unless there was something specified in the
yeah,
contract. I don't know, man.
I thought contracts were legally binding. Like
Right.
I'm so dumb when it comes to like shit like that, but it just I don't know. Seems like they wouldn't be able to just do that.
Yeah.
And if they can, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm definitely on the player side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in that regard.
Fuck companies, whatever. But like, it just seems like there should be some kind of legal action, right? That they can do if they just try to fuck them. Like you can't just fuck people when you're under a legal contract.
If they don't want to
right?
get fucked, you can't just do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
No. No, I don't know, dude. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, I guess if they could, if they like, oh yeah, I will. I'm not doing that, and I'm going to sue you. And then they're like, okay, see if any one of these other manufacturers is going to sign you after you being a dick about this contract. So I mean, they could.
I guess blackball them.
Yeah, like blackball them, that's shitty too.
Yeah.
God damn, I thought disc golf was cool.
I don't know if the disc golf world is that cutthroat though.
You
make it sound like the guy getting you to sign the contract has like cloven hooves and a tail, and he's like, sign it, like, in a suit. I don't know.
Sign your soul away.
Yeah. But let's see what else we have. Oh, big announcement coming tomorrow, December 12th.
Yeah.
We saw where Avery Jenkins reposted it. Who else?
OTB
reposted it. Disc Golf PDGA Europe.
Fucking Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift is posting about it. She's huge in the disc golf world. I sent you the link to it, and there was something on it that said juniors.
It just said juniors, yeah.
And there's going to be some kind of live broadcast tomorrow at 5 p.m. to tell us this big announcement, but it's looking like it's going to have something to do with junior disc golf.
I think so. It's called Future of Disc Golf.
Yes, that's what
it's
it was.
What it's called. It's called Future of Disc Golf. And when you sent me the link, for some reason it said juniors underneath it, and that just makes me assume. I think it's probably some kind of AM junior tournament, maybe, or tour.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Which would be cool.
Yeah,
for
interesting. We'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll be something like cooler than that, but
I know it's kind of lame that I even mentioned it. Isn't it kind of dumb that I'm like, guys, pay attention tomorrow at 5 o'clock. They're gonna announce something
where kids can go play.
Yeah, maybe it has something to do with children playing sport. This is huge. It's not great news. Congratulations, Zach Melton, for winning the Blue Monster Hybrid.
Yeah,
up in what was it, Morristown or?
No, it's in Kingsport.
Yeah.
Well,
we were gonna play that.
Yeah, it's still cold.
He ended up shooting like a 1030 something rated round or 1020. So it was solid, 2 solid rounds. I think he was strokes ahead of second place, 5 or more.
Yeah, you have to think that coming on this podcast had something to do with that.
I think it's fairly obvious.
Take note, pros. If you want to come on before the tournament, you're gonna win.
You're gonna win. And sure, it's going to be your local B tier, but it doesn't matter.
You're still going to win.
You're still going to win $600 or $700.
That's all we do is make fucking winners more winners.
It's true. Before Zach came on, I actually, just for research purposes, I went to see what tournaments he was playing, and that was the only one that he was signed up for. Came on the show, following weekend won it.
Yep. Coincidence? I don't fucking think so.
No fucking way, dude.
I don't fucking think
there is no way. Kristen Latt. Kristen
to
Tatar changes her name.
Can't get used to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I will.
Kristen Latitude 64.
Yeah, it's there.
That's why she did it.
It's marketing.
And she's staying.
Yeah. She's not going anywhere.
She is.
And you know who else is going there?
Who?
Isaac Robbins.
Yeah.
I've come up with that little theory there, and I'm gonna write it. I made a video, but yeah, I think this doesn't make to me. It doesn't make sense to put him and Gannon on Discmania.
Yeah.
And if House of Disc, we've come to find out the House of Disc is truly being ran as one company, so it's all coming out of the same pot. Why wouldn't you put Isaac over at Latitude?
Yeah. Keep
Yeah,
Cannon
then
over at Discmania.
Ricky at Dynamic.
Yeah.
That's your three bigs.
Matty O at Westside.
Westside, yeah. I don't think I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say I don't think Matty O will even be playing for Westside next year.
Yeah. Is his contract up this year?
No, he just signed a 4-year extension in 23.
Okay. And you're gonna. This is your wild theory.
I guess you could call it a wild theory, or maybe I fucking know something.
Maybe there's some insider information. I love it.
Whichever way you want to fucking take it as.
It is hilarious.
Do people not remember? Because a guy on YouTube hit me with this about the Matty O thing. He's like, "Oh, you disrespected Matty O saying the big three at House of Dicks." I said, "No, I'm not disrespecting him. It's just I think that West Side's. I don't even know he's going to be playing there. Do we not remember that at the end of last year he was openly talking about his concerns about being able to fucking tour next year?
Yeah.
Why was he talking about that if he didn't know something or hear something? Like he's concerned. He was concerned about it.
Yeah.
Which makes me concerned that he's not going to be there.
God damn, I'm back to thinking disc golf is on fire again.
It is on fire, dude.
I gotta stay off Facebook and this podcast.
There's still going to be a lot of crazy shit happening in the next probably 3 weeks, I'd say.
Yeah. In the next 3 weeks?
I'd say at the beginning of the year is when everybody will start announcing.
Someone's going to make some wild fucking announcements before Christmas.
Yeah, I know. It'll be, around New Year.
Yeah. The Trash Panda holiday disc swap. Did you know anything about that? You've been seeing any posts about it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, for a couple of years now. I don't do it.
I mean, this just recently everyone's been doing.
They
just started it, so I've been seeing
stuff,
them.
Yeah.
I've seen some good ones and some fucking dumb ones. And honestly, it's probably 50-50 between Reddit and Facebook on people complaining about their disc swap and loving it.
Loving it, yeah.
Yeah, because some people go all out and they'll fucking send you like 15, 20 discs.
Yeah.
You're only supposed to send one disc. Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, the holiday disc swap is you send somebody, a random person that's also in the disc swap, a frisbee, whether it be new or used, and then someone does the same for you. Not that person, but someone else. And yeah, so you can just send somebody whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
And then get a whatever.
Whatever the fuck, whatever you get. Yeah.
Paul Macbeth disc, It's just...
Yeah, it would be shitty to like give good and not receive good.
Yeah.
But man, that's what the holidays are all about. It's giving.
There you go, man. That's like whenever you're in the drive-thru and someone pays for your shit. So you're like, I'm gonna pass it in, and then they're like, it's a shit ton of money. You're like, oh, never mind. I'm not paying for theirs.
Let me buy them a coffee.
I'll buy them a coffee. I'm not gonna send them 5 destroyers.
Yeah, I think like a huge amount of people do it, right? Like isn't there like a huge amount that do
this
the Trash
year,
Panda?
Yeah, this year, the guy from Trash Panda said 8,188 people participated.
That's crazy.
In the disc swap this year.
How many people out of the 8,100 and whatever the fuck you just said you think were like, God damn it! I sent them 2 brand new discs and I just got a fucking beat up fucking DX Rock.
Yeah, I'd say about 4,000 of them. Because it's looking about split down the middle between people complaining about it and people being like, this is awesome.
Like, Jesus Christ, it's fucking cut in half. Like, how bad? Like, is there any of them that you're just like, fuck, that's shitty?
Yeah, why would they send this even?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was one that some guy sent him like a gingerbread cookie and then like some disc a PDGA mini, a gingerbread cookie, and a PDGA magazine.
Oh, no.
He said... They posted on Reddit. He said that he thought it was a 120 gram disc, and then he unwrapped it, and he was like, "What the fuck?"
That's
they sent him the same shit PDGA sends him without the membership.
That's fucked up.
That's funny.
That is fucked up.
I'm glad I saw that today.
Gingerbread.
It was a little gingerbread man. It was like fucking.
That's great. Yeah,
little Debbie brand.
I would definitely be, because I'm a giver. I would probably give good and get shit. That'd be my luck.
Yeah.
Like I'd get some fucking, one, this fucking like a DX goddamn shark that somebody had from their fucking starters pack or something. Like,
Yeah.
fuck. 150 DX
And you're buying
shark.
them like OTB stamps.
Yeah, I sent him a
discs.
Halo fucking destroyer or something.
Yeah, I mean, but it's the holidays.
Yeah, it's about it's
not
about
about
the
what
giving, not the receiving.
It's not about the receiving. It's about what you give.
Yeah.
Remember that, guys. This isn't our last episode before the holidays, so I'm not going to
No.
act like it is. But
It might be though.
are you ready for the holidays to be over?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I like the holidays, man. I'm a giver.
Not big on the receiving part. I don't want any gifts,
I'm more of a giver.
but I am a giver.
I'm a
Love
giver.
Christmas.
I'm a top.
Yeah.
I'm a Christmas top.
No
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah. I always have been. It's just I love Christmas. We decorate big at the house, and I always enjoy it. It's a good time with family and friends, and
Sounds like you're reading this off a prompter. Like, who's telling you to do this? I just love it, and I love my family, and just everything's great.
yeah. I'm trying.
Don't have running water.
I'm trying not to think about my fucking plumbing situation right now. Yeah, it just sucks, man. I mean, I know people probably want to hear about it, but yeah.
If you guys have plumbing issues, I just want you to know you're not alone.
Whenever you live, like country living, like this is a country living thing, right? Like, I live off the road a little bit. I got a little lot of land, I got a little bit of land, but my house probably sits
A little spread.
about 400 or 500 foot off the road. Like I'm off the road a little bit, but whenever you live off the road like that, that means also that you're probably 400 or 500 foot from the meter, your water meter, and if you get a leak in between your water meter and your house, that's on you.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it's not a big deal. Sometimes leaks are easy to find. Not mine.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it. Plumber couldn't find it. Called leak detection. They were there today. Thought for sure I'd have water tonight. Guess what? They couldn't find it. Now they called somebody else in, and I don't know. I just want it fixed.
Yeah, I understand.
I've not been without water. I can go down there and turn the water on, and we can take showers and fill up the tubs or whatever. It's not like I'm been without water, and but it sucks. The worst part about it is like the bidets aren't working.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know
fucking
how
hell,
you
dude.
fucking animals still dry wipe.
Yeah.
It's that fucking disgusts me. I don't see how y'all do it. And if you're listening, and if you're a long time listener, we've converted a few listeners on this podcast.
Turned them out is what I call it.
We've turned them
We've
out.
turned them out from listening to Tour Life to listening to Courtesy Violation.
We've converted them to being bidet users, and they're not disgusting dry wipers anymore.
Yeah.
And like, if you haven't converted to a bidet yet, do it. You can find good deals on them around the holidays. You're talking $40, and your asshole will be pristine. Like it's so much, dude.
Pristine asshole guaranteed.
I cannot stand dry wiping. It bothers me so bad.
He shits at work and it ruins his day.
It does. I tried not to
all I
shit
can talk
anywhere
about.
that doesn't have a bidet.
He just uses the sink. Just blast it off.
Yeah, but that is a bad part, and then just man, it's just inconvenient.
It's very inconvenient.
And I am a bit of I don't want to say I'm OCD. I'm not OCD. I am a creature of habit, strong habit. I do this. I eat the same stuff every day. Like my morning routine's the same every day. Like everything's I like shit. No, I don't like change. This has changed a lot. And it's fucked up.
And I'm white, and it really bothers me.
I know it's first world problems for sure, but like, it fucks.
Hey, man.
It fucks my day up, man.
For sure. Look, and your problems are still valid, right? Even
whiny white people.
Even whiny white people problems are still valid if it makes you feel like doo doo,
Yeah. Or you you can't get all the doo doo off your bone hole.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that fucking sucks.
It does. But
I feel like I'm not clean.
I think you look clean. I mean, just going off just how you look right now, like you look like you've had running water, perfectly fine running water.
Let
at
me
your
ask you
house.
something. When you put toothpaste on your toothbrush, okay?
Oh, I take it for granted.
Do
Yeah.
you put toothpaste on your toothbrush and then you stick it underneath the sink?
Before and after, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Try tomorrow morning, wake up, and just put toothpaste on your
That's
toothbrush
crazy.
and just go straight into
Just
your
going raw.
raw dog in your
That's
mouth.
crazy.
It's,
Oh my god.
dude.
You have to use spit to get
And
it wet. That's
then you
crazy.
have to use a gallon of water that you bought from the store to rinse your mouth out.
I'd pour some of the water on the toothbrush first.
No,
No.
you can't do
You
that.
can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Just take the toothbrush.
You gotta conserve water. You can't be pouring it on your fucking toothbrush first. It's fucking. You just gotta raw dog it, bro. It's fucking tough, man.
How many confirmation gags do you get when you brush your tongue?
You know, I wouldn't. I'm not good. I wouldn't be able to deep throat something, but twice maybe. Like
You go for
dude,
two.
Dude, I go hard on the tongue. Like I try
I do
to.
too.
I try to.
I scrub hard.
I try
and
to
go back. I
Yeah,
get
yeah.
deep.
If I don't gag, I'm not doing it good
Exactly.
enough.
And I gag twice, sometimes three times, but I have to make myself gag. I have to be a little slut twice. I have to be a good little slut twice before I'm done. That's how I know I brush my tongue
Yeah,
properly.
I brush the fuck out of my tongue.
I do
dude.
too.
I mean, but yeah, probably. I think two gags.
Two gags.
Two gags of brushing, probably.
If you're gagging more than twice, you're playing with it, dude.
Yeah, you're just practicing.
Yeah,
If you gag more than twice, you're practicing.
Yeah.
You're not trying to clean your tongue.
No.
You're practicing.
And that's okay.
Yeah,
But let's not lie to ourselves.
yeah. It's not. It is what it is.
Yeah. Guys, like and subscribe.
Yes.
Share all of our shit. Get the word out there. And thanks for listening, y'all. You make this very fun.
We love you.
We love you so much. Peace out, y'all.
Bye bye.